Hello and welcome to this product launch webinar. Today on the agenda we have a presentation of a new product family, Glamox C77. This is a completely new family and I'm very excited to stand here in front of you all today. My name is Andreas van der Stam and I will be joining this webinar with our new product manager for commercial products in PBS, Philip Kreinschok, and our R&D manager, Odd Torvik, and our industrial designer, Magnus Hjelmås. As you probably know, Glamox are known for its good quality products over many decades. This could maybe be summed up in one word: reflectors. The history goes all the way back to 1947, and this year, we celebrate 75 years. 1947, Birger Hatteback founded and started Glamox, and already in the 80s, Glamox discovered the unique quality of optics, louver optics. Today, Glamox is working with several different optics, but the light quality of louver is probably hard to match even today. But wait a little bit. With the Glamox C77, we have developed a new reflector technology that combines all the wanted desires that we have in a product: high light quality, good glare control, and also energy efficiency. So Glamox C77 is a complete, versatile product. The luminaire has an industrial appearance and it could be perfectly combined into your project. Here we will show you an overview of the complete family. We have a lot of possibilities, as you see, with different colors on the reflectors. We have different shapes, different mounting situations. And I would like, with that word, to actually hand over to our designers, Odd and Magnus, to tell you a little bit more about the design phase of the C77. So, Odd and Magnus, please welcome to tell me a little bit more about the design phase and what your thoughts have been through that process.
Thank you very much, Andreas. As Andreas mentioned, the goal for this luminaire family was to develop a lighting technique that was more modeling than the usual used microprism or opaque optics that is most common together with LEDs today. The reflector gives a very wide light curve, but still with good glare control and efficacy. This gives an alternative to the flatter impression with more vertical light that the more common system gives today. All is baked into a large family in a compact modular system for all kinds of assembly situations.
The body of this luminaire is made from steel plate that is wrapped around the luminaire on all sides. This gives it a very clean front and surface, and it gives it a solid and compact appearance. The rounded corners creates a smooth transition between the sides of the luminaire, and it produces a friendly but firm aesthetic. The construction height of the luminaire is only 32 millimeters, and when it's mounted in a T-bar system, it will be 4 millimeters lower than the supporting bar. And this is very good, very low, considering it's a backlit luminaire.
The recessed version in this family, it's designed to fit into almost 100% of all common ceiling systems. You can have an accessory, a bracket, so you can mount into this to hidden bar system. So it's a very flexible luminaire also when you want to recess it into a ceiling system. Now I will hand this over to my colleague Philip, that will go more into details on this product. Thank you.
Odd, thank you very much for presentation. Welcome. My name is Filip Kręcioch and I'm product manager of commercial lighting. C77, the slogan of this luminaire is comfortable light. Comfortable light, for me, it is the light that actually you don't see and you don't think of, but it enables you continuing with your work in the best possible way. For example, in school, good light improves better communication between teacher and students. Students can clearly see what is on the blackboard, what is on their notes, and C77 is the best choice for this for schools. When we look at the office, in the office, number one I would say is full glare control, so that after a few hours of work, your eyes are still fresh. You don't get tired, and you can still concentrate on your work. Second thing is that light, the amount of light, should be different for different people. So, for example, for a 60 years old person, the needs of that kind of person will be totally different from the needs of young newcomer. So that you can use intelligent management even from your personal smartphone and just control light as much as you need during the day. And third thing, as you see on this nice photo, different lights illuminate different zones. For example, they divide the zone of working stations. So you have the very nice C77 pendant version with up and down distribution. And on the left side, the communication on the rest zone with 60 by 60 trophers. So it is a good idea to fill one room with different luminaires, but with one family, just to build a consistent look. If we look at the conference room, the pre-programmed scenes and scenarios are of vital importance. People don't know sometimes places, so they just want to get in and have a good light. And second thing, as you see, often that kind of places are divided, and often that kind of places have a restricted or they don't have a lot of natural light, so that the artificial light should mimic the sunlight. It should work like sunlight and boost your productivity. And the best option here is CCT version, so color changing temperature. That is also obtainable in our product. And when we look at the communication zone, we have a lot of different shapes, a lot of different dimensions and mounting possibilities, so that we can use C77 in almost all kinds of ceilings, no matter how high is or how small space we have at our disposal. And soon we will also have the black painted version with black reflectors, so the choice of architects or designers to fit this very modern, in last times, dark ceilings with an industrial look. Here is a short positioning story. As you see, we positioned C77 pendant version on the top of the good category, and below it there is C70 and C10. As Andreas said before, we think that probably in future this luminaire will replace C10 and C20. On the next slide, there is C77 recessed version, so it is also in the good category, on the top of this good category. The aim of placing it in good category was to place this luminaire in as many as possible new projects as well as refurbishment projects. So I think that it will be really very warmly welcome on all markets. Here, the optics, as already Andreas, Odd, and Magnus said, is the core of C77. It is the brain and the heart of the luminaire, and we are all proud of this optics. It is a great teamwork that engineers, designers, and all staff put together. They just put their hearts, and the effect is really great of this. So as you see here, we have different light distributions, up and down by 30 and 40% up and 70 or 60% down. Possibility matrix is really great. We have 16 shapes. We have 4 different mounting possibilities. So you see the pendant version, the surface mounted version, recessed version, and small downlight. We have white version of reflector, the standard silver, very powerful one, up to 150 lumen per watt, and I would say designer's choice, the black reflector. So maybe now I will show you a little closer this luminaires. So here you have also the options with LMS intelligence on board. You have different wireless and wired sensors. Here you have the pendant version with the black reflector optics, and very nice choice for offices and communication, the small downlight 2x2, and a little bigger 3x3 with silver reflectors. Okay, some more information about technicalities. So we have a lot of lumen packages ranging up from humble 1000 lumen through very popular 4000 and reaching up 8000 lumen. Efficiency up to 150 lumen per watt, and what is very important, no matter which option you take, you always get UGR under 19, and if you take the standard one, 4000 lumen, you even have UGR under 17. Of course, standard 3000 or 4000 Kelvin and CRI 80 or 90 are at your disposal. HF or DALI drivers, and of course a lot of LMS and intelligence. Sustainable lighting was always something very important for Glamox, and we obtain it by different sensors, wireless and wired one, the very well known SPR, MPW, and much more. These sensors can reduce the power consumption even up to 90% in refurbishing projects, and it is the scalable system and very flexible. Also, I recommend using our professional commissioning team to use these assets, and our client will get the most of our products because he can obtain a lot of monitoring functionalities and a lot of scenarios and different scenes. As our slogan also, you define, we connect, and actually we connect a lot of different markets, and for different markets we have also some local specialties. For example, a 3-hour emergency version for UK market. We have some special German accessories. We have black version for Polish or Danish designers, and some, of course, Scandinavian specialties. And I would like Andreas to tell you a little more about why a Linect connector and Linux connector and cord switch dimming is so popular in Scandinavia.
Thank you, Philip. Two features for our Scandinavian friends, perhaps. Maybe somebody else are interested in these as well. But of course, on the recessed version, we have Linect connection equipped. So there is a possibility to have a quick connector system connected to the recessed version. We also have, for maybe our Swedish friends, the cord switch solution, both on-off and also dimmable. So that is two features that might interest Scandinavian markets more than the rest. With that said, I would also like to mention that we have prepared some sample bags for the C77 range. These, of course, doesn't only fit to the C77 range, but also to other product families. So we have, as you may see on the table here, we have a square one for the recessed or for the surface mounted versions. And we also have a rectangular version for a pendant or the surface mounted as well. When I speak a little bit about marketing, I will also mention that the product itself will be web released in April this year. And there you will find all of the necessary documentation, technical descriptions, light calculations, files, etc. as normal. We have also extended the marketing package of this product to include brochures, video, we have banners, there is social media, articles, newsletters, and of course an external and internal PowerPoint presentation. So I would suggest that we take a look on the video and then I will come back shortly. Yes, that was the video. Nice, wasn't it? So before we take a closer look on the complete product range again, I would just like to emphasize some of the unique selling points that we have for this family. C77 is of course a complete product family. It's a product designed for a reflector solution, and we would like to emphasize the light quality. So with that said, I would like to just show you some of the products once again.